What's going on, Andrew Tucker? And welcome to Andrew Tucker World. What's going on, all my great people? What's going on, all my boxing fans? And I got my co-host, the J. Rules Theory. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe to the J. Rules Theory, man. Y'all do some
Salute.
commentary. You know what I'm saying? We got a great, a great fight tonight, man. A great fight tonight. The undefeated Reymart Gaballo. He's 24-0, 20 knockouts, fighting out of the Philippines. He's a dangerous Filipino fighter. They call him the assassin. Undefeated. Undefeated 24-0. 20 knockouts. Reymart Gaballo. You know what I'm saying? Against the Filipino Flash. Nonito Donaire. 41 wins, 6 losses, 27 wins coming by the way of knockout. He's 39 years old, but he still has what it takes. He's still dangerous. He's still one of those elite level fighters that's going to test any fighter that step in the ring. This is going to be a great fight, I believe. J. Rules.
Yeah, I'm wondering, you think he's the next Manny Pacquiao? Or is that a bit of a stretch for right now?
Well, the thing is, I saw a few fights. And I'm very impressed. You know what I'm saying? But I believe that, to be honest with you, I believe this is a step up fight.
Okay.
This is a step up fight for him. You know, he's 25 years old. He still have a little bit more room to evolve. I mean, room to evolve, to transform, and to work on some things. But what I've seen so far, you know what I'm saying? This kid is a problem. This kid is a monster. They call him the assassin for a reason. And we might get to see why they call him the assassin. He's 25 years old. He's 24. He has 24 wins, 0 losses, 20 knockouts. They call him the assassin. The last fight I seen him in was against Emmanuel, a fighter named Emmanuel Rodriguez, and he won like a split decision. And then I think there's like 2 other fights. Dude named I know that those fights were like technical knockout. I seen like 3 fights coming from this kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was a pretty good fight with him and Emmanuel Rodriguez. It was a pretty good fight. You know what I'm saying? He won that fight by split decision. It was, in a way, it was kind of close, but I felt he clearly won the fight. I clearly felt that he beat Emmanuel. I'm talking about Gaballo. And then I forget the guy's name. It was a fight before that. I forget the fighter's name, but he most definitely won by technical knockout. It was a vicious stoppage, nasty stoppage, coming from Reymart, you know what I mean, Gaballo, you know what I'm saying? And then it was a guy that he went up against last name, I think it was like Vargas. I forget his first name, but it was something Vargas. Yeah. And that was the fight that I saw as well, and it was about technical knockout. The way he finished that guy, the Vargas guy, it was a dominant performance when I say dominant, it was a dominant performance by Reymart Gaballo. Gaballo is most definitely the dangerous, bro. They call him the assassin for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In 24 wins, you got to remember 20 of his wins coming by the way of knockout.
Yeah, that's a good knockout percentage right there.
Yeah, he's one of those.
Very good.
He's one of those technical brawlers, inside fighter, outside fighters. He's one of those technical brawlers, stay right there on the inside, and is very smart at mixing up his punches, and very smart at breaking you down, and he's very explosive. Very explosive. You know what I'm saying? And 20 of those, like I say, he got 20 knockouts in 24 fights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's very good.
And they call him the assassin. I mean, we're gonna see what I'm talking about tonight. The kid is tough. Reymart Gaballo is tough, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He's really tough. You know what I'm saying? But
Wow.
at the end of the day, I feel like this is a step up fight. This is a step up fight against
It's
the
a step up
Filipino
fight.
Flash. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We already know what time it is with Nonito Donaire. We know what time it is with Nonito Donaire. We know the reason why we call him the Filipino Flash. Still at 39 years old, he's still a problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, you know, this is a big step up type, big step up fight.
Right.
Um, Everything that Nonito Donaire was able to accomplish in the sport of boxing. He's a legend. Experienced veteran. I believe when it's all said and done, I believe he will be a Hall of Famer. That's just my opinion.
Wow.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Um, and he's just he's a great fighter, man. I've seen so many of his fights. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
Yeah.
when and he's been in there with some tough guys. You know what I'm saying? Carl Frampton. Inoue, Monster, Inoue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All those fights were great fights. You know what I'm saying? Nicholas Walters. You know what I'm saying? He's been in there. With Gilmore Rigondeaux. You know what I'm saying? He's been in there.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Nonito Donaire, man, he had a lot of wins. He got 41 wins. Only 6 losses, 27 of those wins come by the way of knockout, and we know that he's a multi division champion, and he just a problem. I feel like this is a step up fight. This really is a step up fight. For for Gaballo. I really believe this is.
And because he's a bantamweight, I'm pretty sure that he'll be moving up a couple different weight classes as his career evolves. Like Manny Pacquiao started off pretty at one of those lower weight divisions, and then he moved up. So I'm pretty sure this dude will end up, at a higher weight division. I'm not sure like if he'll be a welterweight or not, but I'm sure he won't stay at bantamweight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like yeah, he is, that I can see him most definitely. I can see the kid most definitely moving up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like you know, this is like one of those fights that is going to take his career to the next level. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just you need these type of fights against a
Yeah. Yeah.
multi-division champion, experienced veteran like
Yeah,
Nonito,
that's a good test.
like Nonito. Daenerys, this is a step up fight.
Right.
And the thing is, I got to keep it real with you. I got to tell the truth. You know what I mean? Like, um, Assassin is a bad boy. I like him,
Right.
but I would not be surprised if Nonito Daenerys was to give him his first loss.
Oh, okay.
I would not be surprised. Now,
Wow.
I
So Mike,
slightly, yeah. I slightly lean towards Gaballo. I
right.
slightly lean towards Gaballo winning the fight. I slightly lean towards Gaballo winning the fight, but at the end of the
Yeah.
day, I would not be surprised if Nonito Donaire was to pull it off. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. So
And in the and in
you
the
think
way,
if he gets upset, you think it'll be by decision or by knockout?
I think I think it could be by decision.
By
You
decision?
know, I see it 3 ways. I see it a few ways actually.
Okay.
It could Nonito Donaire can win by split decision because it could be close,
Right.
or Nonito Donaire could win by unanimous decision, or it could end up being a draw. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow.
Uh,
Yeah. I hope.
Nonito Donaire
Uh,
maybe accumulation of punches or
yeah.
making the adjustments and maybe breaking the kid down. It's gonna be tough.
Right.
It's like it's really gonna have to be smart because this kid is a problem. This kid has power. He's a problem, and he's
I see.
very dangerous. So
I see they have the same reach.
Well,
They both have a
they have the same reach. I didn't know that.
yeah. It says 68-inch reach for both guys. Yeah, 68-inch reach. Looks like they're the same height too.
Yeah, so because Nonito is like what about?
I think it said 5'6" or something like that.
He's like 5'6".
I think that's what it said.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like they're getting ready to, like say, getting ready to battle.
yeah. Both fighters should be in the ring, right? Both fighters in the ring.
Yeah, they both
My
in the
brother
ring.
Brendan Smith says Loma looked crazy good. Yeah, I'm sorry I missed that fight, man. I had a family emergency. You know what I'm saying? I had to also go check on a friend, and I also had a family emergency. So I want to apologize to everybody in the chat that I missed the Loma and Comey fight. But I will do a recap once I watch the fight. I will do a recap. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But J. Ruse, I know you got a chance to see the fight. You know, and
No, actually,
it,
I missed the Lomachenko fight. I actually missed it too.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh,
but
okay.
I heard what happened. Jared Anderson stopped his opponent in the second round. I didn't see it either, but I heard what happened.
Yeah, man, I gotta go back and watch those fights, man. Yeah, I had a
Yeah, I'm gonna
family
have to check them
emergency.
out too. There's a lot
Yeah,
of fights today, man.
yeah. Like I got a chance to do commentary for. I got a chance to do commentary for the
Conor Ben.
Conor Ben and the Chris Algieri. But I wanted to do live commentary for the Loma and Comey fight. But like I said, I had the family emergency, and I had to go make sure a friend was okay. But
Okay.
I'm a most definitely go back and watch the fight and do a recap. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? What I thought about the fight.
I heard Amanda Nunes lost tonight in the UFC.
Wow, she suffered the first defeat.
Yeah, I heard she tapped out, I believe.
Oh man,
I got to
wow,
see that too. I didn't even see that.
wow, that's a big upset, man.
Yeah.
That's a big upset right there, man.
Yeah.
All
Wow.
right, so here we go, man. They finna announce the fighters. Both fighters are in the ring. Both fighters look ready. You know, J. Ruse, real quick, let me know where you at on your stream.
What is that now?
Let me know where you at on your stream.
Oh, I'm in Georgia.
No. Where you at like on your boxing stream?
Oh, they still announcing the fighters. Yeah.
Right now, just so Jimmy Leonard just said it was showtime, right?
Yeah. Yeah. They
Okay, I was just
still.
making sure that we was just that our stream was
Oh yeah, that we in sync. Yeah.
yeah, we in sync, yeah.
I thought you meant my location.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so here we go, people. Reymart Gaballo, 24 wins, 0 losses, 20 knockouts. General fighting out of General Santos, Philippines. Yes, people, this is gonna be a good fight. This is gonna be an epic battle against the veteran, the assassin, Reymart Gaballo, 24 wins, 0 losses, 20 wins by knockout against the multi division and defending world champion, the veteran, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, 41 wins, 6 losses, 27 wins come by the way of knockout. Nonito Donaire. "20-year career, man. 20 years. That's awesome.
Wow.
4 division world champion. Reigning and defending WBC bantamweight champion of the world. The Filipino Flash. Nonito Donaire. Yeah, man. This is gonna be a good fight right here, man. Just trust me. Trust me, J. Ruse. This is gonna be a good fight. Brendan Smith
Oh yeah, I
said,
know you know what you're talking about.
yes, sir. They said Loma had his best performance I ever seen him. Well, I'm gonna see, man. I'm gonna see Brendan Smith. I'm gonna see about that, man. You know what I'm saying? My brother Edwin in the building, he said the problem is where are they going to fight and win. Much love and respect to all of my brothers in the chat, man. Much love and respect to you guys. Here we go with the live commentary. Here we go. Round number 1. Here we go. Here we go. Round number 1. Here we go. Gaballo, Donaire. Here we go. Round number 1. Let's go. Jab to the body by Donaire. 2-punch combination by Gaballo. Gaballo with an overhand right was blocked by Donaire. Hook by Gaballo, blocked by Donaire. Jab to the body by Gaballo was very effective. Two-punch combination by Gaballo was avoided by Donaire. Jab by Gaballo was blocked by Donaire. Jab by Gaballo. Another jab by Gaballo. The hook by Gaballo. Jab to the body by Gaballo. All those shots were blocked. Oh, good right hand by Gaballo. Was very effective. That was set up by a jab. Oh, very hook on the nice nasty hook on the inside by Gaballo. Oh, good hook to the body by Donaire. Another good hook to the body by Donaire. Good hook to the body by Gaballo. Good jab by Donaire. A nice left hand by Donaire. Jab by Donaire was blocked by Gaballo. Gaballo attempts a hook, but was avoided by Donaire. Oh, that was a nice, nasty right hand. I'm sorry, a nasty right hand by Donaire. A vicious right hand by Donaire. Good jab to the body by Donaire. Jab by Gaballo was blocked by Donaire. Jab by Donaire was avoided by Gaballo. Jab by Gaballo was blocked by Donaire. Jab by Donaire avoided by Gaballo. Two-punch combination by good hook to the body by Gaballo. Then attempts another hook. Oh, good two-punch combination by Gaballo was very effective. Good hook by Donaire, very effective. Oh, nasty hook to the body by Donaire. He tried to follow up with a right hand. Two-punch combination by Donaire. Oh, nice jab by Gaballo. Jab by Donaire, avoided by Gaballo. That was a very good first round.
Yeah.
That was a very good first round. Who do you think got that round? I'm gonna ask you, J. Rule's theory, before I.
Donaire's the older guy, right?
Yeah, Donaire's the older guy. Yeah, Nonito Donaire.
I'll probably give it to Gaballo. I don't know though. Who you think got it?
That was a very close round.
Yeah,
that was a very close round. But
yeah.
I slightly gave it to Gaballo. I think he was slightly a little bit more accurate, a little bit more effective. Both fighters were busy. Both fighters landed some good shots.
Yeah.
And some hard shots as well. But I think Gaballo slightly won that first round.
Yeah, that's one of them hard rounds to score.
Yeah, yeah, it was very hard to score. Very hard to score.
Yeah.
Gaballo attempts a hook, but it was avoided by Donaire. Donaire with the jab was blocked by Gaballo. Jab to the body by Donaire, very effective. Jab by Donaire. Another jab by Donaire. Punches were avoided. Two punch combination by Gaballo was avoided by Donaire. None of those punches were effective. Or a good hook, a nice left hook by Gaballo was very effective. He attempts another left hook, but wasn't effective. He attempts a jab, but wasn't effective. A jab was effective. Donaire tries to load up on a right hook, but was blocked by Gaballo. Jab by Gaballo was avoided by Donaire. Jab by Donaire was avoided by Gaballo. Jab by Gaballo was avoided by Donaire. Jab by Donaire was avoided by Gaballo. Jab to the body by Donaire, very effective. Jab by Gaballo was avoided by Donaire. Jab by Gaballo was avoided by Donaire. Gaballo tried to attempt a very wide uppercut, but was avoided by Donaire. Jab to the body by Gaballo was avoided by Donaire. Good jab by Donaire was very effective. Jab by Donaire was avoided by Gaballo. Jab by Gaballo. Oh, good hook to the body by Gaballo, followed by a left hook. Good jab to the body by Gaballo. Donaire tries to go to the body. Oh, big overhand right by Donaire. They both are exchanging shots. They both are letting their hands go. Jab by they both exchange jabs. Very effective. Jab by Gaballo. Jab by Donaire. These jabs are not landing. Jab by Donaire wasn't effective. Was avoided by Gaballo. Oh, nice right hand by Donaire. Was very effective. Gaballo tilts a hook and then he tilts a jab, but was avoided by Donaire. Oh, Donaire tries to go to the body. Jab by, they both are exchanging jabs. Two punch combination by Gaballo. One of those punches landed, I believe. Oh, they both are exchanging, letting their hands go. Very good round.
Yeah, I don't even know who got that round.
That was a good round, a very good round.
Yeah.
I slightly gave that round to Nonito Donaire.
Yeah, he seems to be backing him up more. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, my broadcast is like probably 30 seconds a little ahead of yours.
My brother Chad Perez is in the building. My brother Chad Perez, much love and respect, holding it down. Much love and respect, my brother. Chad Perez says Donaire round one for me. Okay, my brother, much love and respect. Chad Perez says Donaire.
Okay.
Yeah, most definitely Donaire won that last round. You know what I'm saying? But I gave the first round to Gaballo. But they both were, like I said, that was a very good round. You know what I'm saying? But I slightly gave that round to Nonito Donaire.
Yeah, he's the aggressor.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Jab to the body by Donaire was very effective. Jab to the head by Donaire wasn't effective. Jab to the body by Gaballo wasn't effective. Jab to the head by Gaballo wasn't effective. Oh, good right hand by Donaire. And Gaballo, good job by Gaballo. Oh, good job by Donaire. They both exchanged jabs. Oh, big right hand by Donaire, and that was a big right hand by Gaballo to answer back. Oh, nasty hook to the body by Gaballo. These are very explosive punches coming from these fighters. Very explosive. Oh, good job by Donaire. Jab by Gaballo. Good right hand by Donaire. Good Oh, counter. That was a counter left hook by Donaire. Good job by Donaire. Another jab by Donaire was avoided by Gaballo. Gaballo attempts a jab but wasn't effective. Two-punch combination by Gaballo. Those punches was avoided by Donaire. Was blocked by Donaire. Oh, big hook by Donaire. Oh, big right hand by Donaire. Gaballo bounces back with a two-punch combination. One of those punches landed, I believe. Jab by, oh, they both exchanged jabs. Very effective. Jab to the body by Gaballo was avoided by Donaire. Good hook to the body by Donaire was very effective. Good jab by Gaballo. Another good jab by Gaballo was very effective. Jab by Donaire was avoided by Gaballo. Jab by Gaballo was avoided by Donaire. Two-punch combination by Donaire was blocked by Gaballo. Gaballo attempts a jab, I believe. Oh, two-punch combination by Gaballo was blocked by Donaire. Oh, good right hand by Donaire was very effective. Another good right hand by Donaire was very effective. Gaballo attempts a left hook but wasn't effective. Oh, a nice right hand by Donaire. Oh, Donaire loads up on the right hand. Oh, uppercut on the inside. Gaballo was letting his hands go, but none of those shots were effective. He was fighting back before the end of that round. Before the bell round, and none of those punches were effective.
I thought Donaire caught his attention with one of those body shots. It looked like he hurt him with a body shot. Donaire hurt Gaballo, I thought.
Yeah, I saw that, man. And the thing is, like, Donaire is starting to really settle up, and like he's starting to get in this groove, and he's starting to set up some good shots, man. I most definitely gave that round to Donaire. There was some good shots coming from some good shots that Gaballo was able to land, but it was just Donaire was more effective in the harder shots, more effective, more accurate, and he controlled in the way he controlled that round.
Right. I think Donaire's going to counter Gaballo because I noticed when he's jabbing, he's kind of reaching. It's like he's leaving himself off balance when he jabs Gaballo.
Yeah, exactly.
He's putting his left foot way out too far every time he jabs.
Yeah, man. But you know, Donaire's every little mistake that he makes, Donaire's going to make him pay.
Yeah.
Jab to the body by Donaire was very effective. I now have it 2-1.
Yeah,
for Nonito Donaire.
Oh man.
Jab by Donaire was avoided by Gaballo. Oh, straight right lead to the body by Donaire. Gaballo is loading up on shots, but there's none of those punches are effective. Jab by Donaire wasn't effective. Oh, a good time right hand by Donaire. A very well timed right hand. Beautiful timed right hand. Was very effective with that shot. Donaire loads up on the right hand again, but was blocked by Gaballo. Jab by Donaire was blocked by Gaballo. Double jab by Gaballo was blocked by Donaire. Jab by Donaire was very effective. Gaballo tries to answer back with an uppercut. Oh, nice right hand by Donaire. And they both exchanged jabs. Donaire tried to load up on another right hand, but wasn't effective. Jab to the body by Gaballo was very effective. Jab to the head, another jab to the head was blocked by Donaire. Another jab by Gaballo was blocked by Donaire. Right hand by Donaire, it seems. Oh, good job by Donaire.
Oh.
Gaballo was trying to answer back with the two-punch combination, but wasn't effective. Good hook to the body by Donaire. Oh, nice right hand by Donaire. Oh, big hook to the body by Gaballo. And Donaire tries to answer back with a two-punch combination. Jab right hand by Donaire was blocked by Gaballo. Gaballo tries to come back with shots of his own, but it was avoided by Donaire. Double jab. Oh, good right hand by Donaire. Gaballo is trying to answer back, but he can't land. Donaire is blocking shots and doing a good job at avoiding shots with his head. Good head movement by Donaire. Jab, jab, jab by Gaballo. None of those punches were effective. Oh, nice right hand by Gaballo. It seemed that landed. Gaballo tries to tip another hand. They are letting their hands go. They're exchanging. Oh, big hook to the body by Donaire. Good job by Donaire. He'll tip some right hand. Gaballo tries to answer back. Oh, a vicious body shot. Vicious body shot to drop Gaballo. Gaballo has dropped to the ground. I don't think is he getting back up. He's back up. Oh, he's down again. And the fight is over. Nonito Donaire stops Gaballo with a vicious body shot.
Wow.
Nonito Donaire stops. Wow. Wow. Nonito Donaire with a vicious hook to the body to stop the undefeated fighter.
I could tell those body shots were affecting him. I could tell, like, I saw it. I almost could tell it was coming, but I didn't think it was coming that quick.
Well, yeah, man, that was a very perfectly well timed hook to the body to stop Reymart Gaballo. Man, that was a vicious knockout.
Nice.
Vicious knockout by Donaire, man. Donaire won by KO. Yes, Rick Jones. My brother Rick Jones says Donaire won KO. Yeah, man, that was a vicious knockout, man. Vicious knockout. KO to the body.
I think he might have broken his ribs because he couldn't stand up.
Yeah, that shot, you can really hear that shot. I don't know how loud you got your audio, J. Rule's Theory.
Oh, you can hear. Yeah, I got the sound down. You can hear the shot.
Yeah, you can hear how hard that shot was to the body, bro.
Oh. Yeah, I see him wincing like he's making a face. Like, yeah, I think he got his ribs broken.
Bro, that body shot was vicious, bro.
Yeah, that was right on target.
When you see in the replay, when you look at the replay, you just look at the impact.
Yeah, you can see it.
Look at the impact of that body shot, bro.
Yeah, that was a serious shot.
Right now.
Yeah, that's
boom. Oh my goodness, that was right there on the. That was right here.
Yeah,
man. That was a liver shot. That was a vicious liver shot, man.
Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah, he was in pain. It was all over his face. He was in serious pain.
Yeah, man. Yes, bro. He was in a lot of pain. He was badly hurt. He couldn't get up, man. He couldn't get back up. Like that was a deadly. Dan, that was vicious. J. Rules. Boom.
Yeah, Donaire's fought a smart fight. You know, he just like kind of walked him down, and it's like he was timing him, and then those body shots were just too much. It's hard to recover from that.
Yeah, man. It is. It's hard to recover from a kidney shot, vicious shot on the body like that, a kidney shot like that, bro.
That was
it's like you get hit, and then you get, especially if it's a very hard shot, very hard shot, and when it hits you right there, it's like it takes your legs like your legs are pretty much dead.
Yeah, they turned to jelly. That's why he couldn't get up. His legs was done.
Yeah, man. That was a vicious stoppage, a vicious body attack. A vicious body attack, bro. Wow.
Yeah, that was nice.
Wow.
I'd never seen either of these guys fight before either.
Wow, you never seen Nonito Donaire fight ever?
I had never seen him fight before.
Oh man, Nonito Donaire is a monster, bro. He's a beast, bro.
I'm gonna have to pull up his fights now.
Yeah, he's a four division world champion, and he defended his title tonight. You know what I'm saying? So this was a very big fight. This was a very big fight for Reymart Gaballo. A very big fight because he had a chance to win the WBC bantamweight title tonight.
Right.
You know, he had a chance to win the belt tonight. and he, like I say, the kid is a monster, bro. But
Yeah.
Nonito Donaire is an experienced elite level beast.
Yeah, that experience, like people sometimes overrate youth. You know, they think, oh, he's got the advantage because he's younger, but nah, that experience counts.
Yeah, experience is everything, man. Like, you
Yeah.
know, he's been in there. He's been in there with some good fighters, man. He's been in there with some of the best fighters in the world, and
Wow.
he's beaten a lot of guys, man. You know what I'm saying? He came up short against a lot of great fighters. He came up
Right.
short in close fights and great fights against a few great fighters, but he's a 4 division world champion. Uh,
Wow.
you know, the for 39 years old, still be a champion right now at 39 years old. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And if I'm not mistaken, you know what I'm saying, Nonito Donaire, like literally, you know, like literally every fight that he's been in, like even the fight against Inoue, against Monster, you know what I'm saying? That those were great battles, man. Like those are great fights. You know what I'm
Okay, so
saying? Carl,
even when he lost, he was in a battle, huh?
yeah, even he was in the battle even when he went up against Carl Frampton. No, those were great fights. Him
I'm
against
at,
Inoue were great fights. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Nicholas Walters, even though he lost to these guys, these were all great fights. You know what I'm saying? Nicholas
Right.
Walters made me. He made me I was a little upset with Nicholas Walters because he actually beat Nonito Donaire by technical knockout. He actually
Oh.
stopped him. But
Oh, okay.
you know what I'm saying? Nicholas Walters was a monster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if people don't remember, like Nicholas Walters was a monster. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
But he came up short. But Nicholas Walters came up short against Vasily Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? Like Lomachenko made him quit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like so, like I was a little upset with that. A little upset with that fight because I was like, come on, Nicholas Walters was a monster. He was the X-Man.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He beat my guy. He beat my guy, Nonito Donaire and stuff like that. And you know, like even against the Gilmore Rigondeaux fight, Nonito Donaire, even though Gilmore Rigondeaux won by unanimous decision, but even that was a great fight though.
Yeah.
You had two skilled
Wow.
elite level fighters going at it. You know what I'm saying? And those guys that I just mentioned were very tough fights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he like 41 wins, bro. He got 6 losses, but 41 wins.
Yeah.
And a 4 division world champion,
Yeah. That's an
27.
accomplishment.
That's a
Right.
that's an accomplishment. 4 division world champion, and you still a champion right now.
Yeah.
At battle
He
at
fought a real
bantamweight.
smart fight. I liked his I just liked how his ring generalship. I just like how he looked in there. He looked kind of like Connor Ben. I liked how he was just moving. He just looked the part, you know.
Yeah, man, exactly, bro, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Young billionaires in the building. He said, "Let's go, Tuck." Much love and respect to my brother, the young billionaire YB. Let's love and respect, bro. You know what I'm saying? My brother David said Nunes lost. Yeah, I'm hearing that Nunes lost. My big brother right here, you know what I'm saying? One of the generals, you know what I'm saying? My brother from another mother, man, one of the generals, the J. Roos theory, he gave me the very upsetting news tonight. You know what I'm saying? That Nunes suffered the first defeat. You know what I'm saying? I was
That
like, wow, can't
was a
believe
shot.
it, man. Can't believe it. But you know what? It happened to the best of them. It
Right.
happened to the best of them. Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
You know, what's my guy's name? That fought Floyd Mayweather,
Are you talking about
the UFC fighter that fought Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor.
oh yeah, 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 yeah.
He's taken a couple of losses of lately. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
Clarissa Shields, uh, she suffered a loss. She suffered her first defeat. As a we're pretty much as a you. I don't think it was the UFC, but it's pretty much the same as UFC. So you might as well say
Right.
UFC. But it was
Yeah.
something else. It was PF. I forget what it was,
Oh
but
yeah, PFL. Yeah, something
yeah,
like that.
PFL. Yeah, PFL. But
Yeah.
it was still cage fighting. She suffered
Yeah,
her first
Premier
loss. So
Fighting League, I think.
yeah, so upsets can happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes a loss of in combat sports, some of the greatest fighters ever have taken
Oh
L's.
yeah. Right.
Something new to us. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing new to us.
Yeah.
We've seen it before. A
Especially
fighter.
in mixed martial arts, you got so much to look out for. You got kicks, elbows, grappling. There's so much to look out for. It's easy. It's a lot easier to get caught in that. That's why so many mixed martial arts fighters have losses on their records. It's hard to go undefeated as a mixed martial artist.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly.
Jo- John Jones is like one of the few that he keeps winning.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, they had replayed the Tank Davis fight tonight.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, they showed it before this, but I still didn't catch it. I, I yeah,
Hey,
they
man. Hey, you might don't agree with me when I tell you this, man. That was a great fight, man. Tank Davis. It was a great performance, I believe, by Isaac Cruz, and Tank Davis. But you ain't gonna believe me if I told you this, bro. Tank Davis to me lost that fight.
yeah, I've heard a couple people say they thought he lost that fight.
I
Yeah,
just got to keep it real, man. It was 7 rounds to 5. A lot of people is not going to admit it. I guess. I mean,
yeah,
I guess. You know. You know. I guess when I do live commentary, I guess I don't know what I'm watching, or I guess I don't know what I'm talking about, or I guess I don't know what I'm seeing, and when I'm watching these fighters in the ring. So I guess something might be wrong with me, or maybe that maybe I'm delusional or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe I have love and respect for all these fighters, and I have, like I
right,
say, I respect all these fighters, but maybe I'm not a fanboy. So I guess you expect
right.
me to be a fanboy and say that Tank Davis won and when he didn't.
Yeah,
I'm not going to be a fanboy and say that Tank Davis won the fight and he didn't win the fight. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Now maybe you saw something. Maybe those people saw something or something different from what I saw. Uh, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes people could be watching fight with glasses on. You know what I'm saying? And maybe their
Right.
glasses can be a little. Maybe they got to get some new glasses because maybe it's
Maybe they
affecting their.
fogged up.
Yeah, maybe y'all fogged the glasses all fogged up or something, and
Yeah,
maybe it's affecting their vision. But last time I checked, my vision is 2020. You know what I'm saying?
right,
And so I caught the fight. I caught the fight like how I caught the fight. You know what I'm
right,
saying? And people was there. You know what I'm saying? They heard they heard me. They sat up there and they listened to me call the fight. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I'm not going to listen to the commentary coming from the people that's doing commentary
Oh
at the
yeah,
fight. I'm not going to listen to their
yeah,
commentary. Now, sometimes we could be saying the same thing.
right,
If he land an overhand right, or if he land a left hand, or if he land a jab, or if he land a right uppercut, left uppercut, or if he land a left hook, right hook, hook to the body, hook, whatever shot to the body or to the head. When I call
right,
it, or if I say shots blocked, shots avoided, that means he avoided, he moved away from that shot, or he used a good head movement to slip that shot, or rolled under that shot, or at the end of the day, I'm gonna call it how I see it. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And I'm just telling you guys, honestly, 7 rounds to 5, Isaac Cruz beat Gervonta Tank Davis.
Wow. Was it a thing of he outworked him, or he just landed the more effective punches?
He landed the more effective punches.
More
You know what I'm
effective
saying?
punches.
More effective punches, but that don't take away from the fight being close though. The fight was
Right.
close. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Because it was one of those rounds. It was like what you call a swing round,
yeah, right,
but the fight was close. And like at the end of the day, that one swing round, as I went back to rewatch it, I was like, yeah, I was correct the first time.
right.
Isaac Cruz slightly won that swing round. You know what I'm saying? And so keep it
I
real.
think,
I mean, at the end of the day, they don't like when I tell the truth. They don't like.
yeah,
I'm
just
not a
keep telling the
fanboy.
truth, man.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, you got
I'm
to
not a
call it as
fanboy.
it
You
is.
know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So if you guys are looking for me to be a fanboy for certain fighters, this ain't the channel for you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because I'm gonna keep it straight down the middle, and I'm gonna call it how I see it, and I'm
Yeah.
going to tell the truth. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's probably why my channel got a hit out on it anyways, or why my channel bugged anyways, because I started telling the truth and people don't like it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Truth is like a bad word nowadays.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep telling the truth. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And people don't like it, they don't like it, man. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna keep telling the truth. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think
And
I think Tank had a problem with fighting a guy that was shorter than him. I think he wasn't used to that. He's getting punches from different angles, and he's like, he's probably like, hey, what's this about?
yeah, I think it was that fighting a guy that's shorter than him. But I
Yeah.
think it was the first time he has fought a fighter that applied so much pressure.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
I think the pressure allowed him, but the pressure was needed though. The
Right.
pressure was good because it
Right.
made him dig down deep. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It made him dig down deep, and and I'm not gonna lie, it brought out the best in Tank because Tank was doing good. It was a good performance by Tank. just because just because you lose a few rounds in a fight, just because you lose rounds in a fight, doesn't mean that you didn't perform good.
Right.
Doesn't mean that you didn't have a good performance.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Just because you lost in a 12-round fight, just because you lost 5 rounds, just because you lost 7 rounds doesn't mean that you didn't do good in those 5 rounds.
Right.
Those 5 rounds was very impressive. Those 5 rounds were doing your thing. You were outboxing him. You were
Yeah.
more accurate. You were more effective. You were more. You can in a few of those rounds, you were a little bit more dominant than he was in those rounds.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like I said, man, and ain't nobody gonna stop me from keeping it real and telling the truth. Ain't nobody gonna stop me from, like, at the end of the day, it could just be my opinion. But you hear me do live commentary, and I do live
Yeah.
commentary for a reason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of fighters have been robbed. A lot of fighters are protected. A
Big
lot of
time.
fighters are the favorite. A lot
Right.
of fighters have a lot of money. Have a lot of money invested into them.
Exactly.
Yeah, they have a lot of money invested into these fighters, so they have to protect these fighters and
Right.
to save these fighters and to set them up for even bigger fights or other fights that we want to see.
Yep.
But
That's
but
exactly
in a,
what happened.
but you saw, in a way, it kind of take away from the fight that we want to see, because we be like, man, he might lose against this fighter because he didn't beat this fighter. They robbed. He got
Right. Yeah.
a victory
Yeah.
by robbery.
Yeah. So you
You know what I'm
like
saying?
really it starts making you question how good he is. Like, okay, if he's being protected, then you're like, I don't know if he's as great as I thought he was.
Right. And the thing is, like, I don't take nothing away from these
From
fighters,
Tank.
man. Like
Yeah.
Tank is a great fighter, man. I'm just gonna keep
Yeah.
it real.
He got some serious
Tank
power too. Yeah.
Tank has power. Tank is a very
Box.
skilled boxer puncher, man.
Right.
He's a technical brawler. Tank could be an inside fighter or outside fighter. He could be a technical brawler. You know what I'm saying? Tank can do it all. Tank is a very skilled fighter, bro. And
Do you think that,
he's a very big puncher and a dangerous boxer puncher. But you already know, like I know the J rules.
yeah.
You know that style make fights, and sometimes you're not gonna always get knockouts.
Oh yeah, and like they say, if you look for the knockout, you're not gonna get it. You can't just headhunt all night. And I almost wonder at Tank Davis's level if he was kind of overlooking this guy. Looking towards a bigger fight. He's probably thinking, "Oh, I'm gonna run over this dude." And like I said on the other video we did, that's usually the fights the top guys lose. They lose to the guy they're not supposed to lose to. They'll
Right.
win the big fights and then lose to the lower fighters.
Exactly. Much love and respect to our brother Puro Sure Central, BXO, CCD, our brother Puro. He says, salute Andrew Tucker and the J Rules.
Salute.
Much love and respect, my brother. And my brother Puro says, salute to the chat. Much love and respect to everybody in the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say this, man. Before we end this live, I'm gonna say this. You know, it's a lot. It's a lot of great fighters out there, man. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Whether these fighters get the recognition that whether these fighters not getting the recognition that they deserve or not, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of great fighters out there. And
Oh yeah.
sometimes you got to find out who these great fighters are when they step up against the big names, the
Yeah.
notable name,
Right.
the notable names, right? The recognizable names, right? You know what
Right.
I'm saying? When they step up against the names that pretty much are the stars, the
Yeah.
superstars or the young stars of today. Sometimes that great fighter won't get the recognition he deserves.
That's
Uh,
true.
but he sometimes he get the recognition by beating the fighter who was the favorite and the
Yeah.
fighter that who was supposed to beat him. Sometimes this unknown fighter comes out of nowhere that people
Right.
haven't been paying attention to or following or really paying attention or knowing who he is. Sometimes this fighter comes out of nowhere and upsets the fighter that has the name.
Right.
You
Right.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that happens a lot.
And yeah, it happens a lot. And there's a lot of great fighters out there, man. That's why, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Puro says, what I tell y'all about Cruz, fellas. Yeah, you was right, Puro. You was 100%
Yeah.
correct. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I said that Pitbull was a monster. I said that Pitbull was a problem. You know what I'm saying? Even though I said that Tank was going to stop him, but I said Puro was a monster. I told Rapstar Boxing Knowledge. Shout out to Rapstar Boxing Knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I told Rapstar that Pitbull on Rapstar Live, I told Rapstar Pitbull is a little monster. He's a little animal. He can get in there and probably make it a difficult fight and make it a rough and tough fight for Gervonta Tank Davis. Because I was
Yeah.
like, sometimes style make fights. You know, I didn't look. I looked at a few of Isaac Cruz fights, and I saw that if he can apply pressure, try to make it a war on the inside, he can make it a little bit. I said this to Rapstar. He can make it a little bit uncomfortable for Gervonta Tate Davis,
Right.
and he did. But not just that. Isaac Cruz showed us that he's just not this technical brawler that's just good at banging it out, staying fighting right there in the pocket and fighting on the inside. He showed us that he is a very good boxer as well.
Right.
He showed us that he can box, that he can set up his shots, that he can be smart with his punch selection. You know, that was a tough fight, very tough fight for Gervonta Tate Davis.
Right.
It was a good fight and it was a close fight. But like I said, Isaac Cruz won.
I think
He
Tank
won.
said he wasn't gonna give him a rematch either.
Tank is not Tank. No, don't want to give him a rematch because Tank know that guy is a problem. Tank
Yeah.
knows that guy is tough.
Exactly.
He knows that he is a problem. That's just the truth. I'm
Right.
sorry, guys. I'm not gonna bite my tongue. Like I'm just
Yeah.
gonna keep it. I'm just gonna give it to y'all raw and uncut.
Right.
Tank don't want to give that man a rematch because Tank know that he probably felt that he probably knew deep down inside that this guy beat me.
Yeah. Fighters
Or,
know.
or, or this guy gave me a good fight, a tough fight. You know what I'm saying? This guy gave me a good fight, a tough fight, and I don't want to deal with this type of style. I don't want to
Right.
deal with this type of style again. I don't want to
Right.
deal with this type of style. That was too much for me to handle. It was too much. I didn't like the pressure. I didn't like the punches coming from weird angles and things of that nature.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those shots were really touching me, and those some hard shots to the body and the hard shots to the head that this man was landing on me. I don't want to think I want to go through that. I maybe need to go. I need an easy touch. I
Yeah.
need an
Yeah.
easy touch.
Yeah.
I don't need another one of these tough fights for right now. I need an
Yeah.
easy touch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Tank know what time it is. He know Isaac Cruz is a monster. He know he's a problem. And he can
Right.
and the crowd, sometimes the crowd can be telling you the truth. The crowd
Yeah.
was cheering for this man
Right.
because they felt a lot of the people in the crowd felt that man wanted to fight.
Yeah.
Puro
Fighters.
says new player at 135, still going to be rocking all three of my dudes at 135. I said Tank, KO, 2. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Puro says like how you be backing the fighter is the like how you be backing the fighter is this game. Respect. Much love and respect, Peru. Yeah, man. I'm just real, man. And the J. Ruse theory, man, my brother knows. My brother been around me for a while. He knows that I keep it real. He
Oh
knows
yeah,
that I don't pull no punches. He knows that
yeah,
I'm just gonna tell the truth. He knows that, you
right,
know what I mean? I would never, my brother knows that I'm one of the realest in the YouTube boxing community. And I would never sell my soul. I would never be
right,
fake. I would never sell my soul. And I would never
right,
be fake. You know what I'm saying? I would never
yeah,
be fake. I'm not gonna be biased. I'm just gonna tell the truth. And I'm gonna uh uh be straight down the middle. Be straight down the middle. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And if I know what I see, and I know it's facts, and I know it's the truth, then I'm gonna roll with it. But
right,
like we always say on this channel, I respect everybody's opinion. You know, it's nothing but love and respect. Like Jay Ruse will tell you,
yeah,
that's what it is over here. Over here on
right,
this channel, over here on our channel, bro, on our channels is love and respect.
right.
But we're gonna keep it real. We're not
Yeah,
going
you got
to
to.
Yeah, we're not going to just because this man, and we saw the fight, we did live commentary. Just because this man said, well, Tank Davis won 8 rounds to 4 and stuff. I'm not gonna roll. I'm not gonna agree with that. If I
Yeah,
felt he didn't win, no 8 rounds to
right,
four. If I
yeah,
felt if he lost 7 rounds to 5, Isaac Cruz way, then it might just be my opinion. If J. Rule's
yeah,
theory said that, if J. Rule's theory was to tell me, if he was to tell me that Andrew, I feel that Javante Tank Davis won the fight 7 rounds to 5, I'll be like, okay, brother, I respect that.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because that's my
yeah,
brother. He saw what he saw, and I can respect his opinion because it's nothing but
yeah,
love and respect.
yeah.
Even though
Something.
I don't agree, I'll say
Yeah,
7-5. He say 7-5 Tank. I say 7-5 Cruz. But it's all nothing but love and respect. But what we can agree on is that it was a great fight.
right.
And that we can show love and respect to both of those gladiators and both of those warriors because it was a great fight. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the good thing about you doing commentary and other YouTubers because we're not like the networks. We don't have an a vested interest in the fighters. We're not going to be trying to push one fighter, even if he loses, because we want a bigger fight down the road. We're just going to call it like we see it. We're not getting paid to be biased towards one fighter. Because I see a lot of these announcers are like, even on the zone, some of those announcers, you could tell they're favoring one fighter. And, like on the Tommy Morrison Sons fight, they were just talking about he was in control of the fight. And right after they said that, he got knocked out.
Exactly. Yeah, that part. Yeah. Yeah. You know what
Total
I'm saying?
control. Pow.
Yeah, man. Exactly, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like the thing is, man, the thing is you can have love, you can be a fan of these fighters, you can love these
Yeah,
fighters, but the truth
right,
is you're gonna love this fighter and be a fan of this fighter until he
right.
loses. And then you're gonna be
Yeah,
like, oh, this fighter, oh man, he was a high job, he was this, he was that. No, I'm
yeah,
not gonna do that. Just because a
yeah,
fighter lost and he got beat
right.
by a fighter that people pretty much didn't know like that, or they don't pay attention to him. They didn't know him like that. He was if they don't know, because this is the problem. They don't know a fighter, right? They don't follow a fighter's career, J. Rules. They don't
Yeah,
know a fighter. Oh, they'd be like, oh man, Tank lost to a cab driver, or Tank
sure.
lost to a bomb. And they don't
Wow.
know nothing about this fighter. How can
Yeah,
you say that this
exactly.
fighter was a cab driver and a bomb?
Yeah.
Just because he don't have a name and is not recognized to the public like that,
That's
maybe
ridiculous.
you don't follow his career. Maybe you didn't know anything about this fighter. Maybe you
Yeah,
didn't go research. Maybe you didn't do your homework on this
right.
fighter. To say that he's a cab driver or a bomb, you know what I'm saying? You don't know
Yeah,
nothing about this fighter. You don't even know that he's a good fighter, that he's a great fighter. Maybe
right.
you don't know you don't know what fundamentals is. You don't know a dangerous fighter when you see one. You don't know a fighter is a only you just go by what you see from a fighter that has a name, or a
Yeah,
fighter that's in the public eye. A
right,
fighter, you know what I'm saying? I knew that Pitbull was a problem.
right.
I said to Tank to stop him because maybe his style a little tailor made, But I said I knew that Isaac Cruz was going to be tough. I knew that Isaac Cruz was going to be dangerous. I said I knew he was going to be tough. I knew he was going to be dangerous. You know what I'm saying? I knew that it was if he applied pressure and take the fight to Tank, make it a little uncomfortable. I said this to Rap Star Boxing Knowledge. I said this. Yeah. He makes it a little uncomfortable. He applies pressure. He makes it a dog fight. He makes and he did that. He made Tank dig down deep. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But at the end of the day, he loses a fight. Oh, he's a cab driver. Tank should have never struggled against this fighter. Tank should have never did this. Isaac Cruz is a monster. He only has one loss and 22 wins, and I believe what he had, like 15 knockouts.
Yeah, boxing fans are some of the most. They're just real. They can be real shady. I mean, anybody that's a professional fighter and they're fighting on this level, you can't call none of them dudes cab drivers. That's insane.
Yeah, that's insane, bro. And I'll be like, y'all don't know a good fighter or a great fighter.
That's
you don't
ridiculous.
know a good fighter just because this fighter is not known probably over here in this country, or a fighter not known, period, because he haven't been fighting on big stages or haven't been, you know what I'm saying, noticeable, you know what I'm saying, to the public eye. You know what I'm saying? Right. He's got to be a cab driver. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He got to be this and got to be that. You know, he got to be a cherry pick. You know what I'm saying? But you haven't followed this fighter's career. Right. No, but when he steps in the ring, like when we tell these people, when we tell these guys, like, listen, you know what I'm saying? This guy can be a problem. This guy can be a threat. They be like, oh, no, he going to run over that guy. He going to knock him out within 3 rounds, 4 rounds. But did you actually go watch, do film study? Did you go watch the last couple of fights? Yeah. You didn't even check him out.
Right.
You didn't even check him out. You didn't even know what this fighter is capable of. So when people like me or the J. Roos Theory or any good channels that's going to keep it real, that's going to tell the truth and not be fake and not be fanboys or not, call fighters bums and cow drivers that respect every fighter that step in the ring, you got a lot of great fighters out there that don't get the recognition that they deserve, that don't get the spotlight, that's not too much in the spotlight. So when these fighters finally get the recognition they deserve and finally get in the spotlight and finally beat your favorite fighters, some of us is not going to be surprised because we've been doing our homework and research on these fighters. Sometimes you don't know who these fighters are, so I can understand. But a lot of us know, we follow these fighters. We'd be like, oh yeah, I've seen this guy fight before. I think it's going to be a competitive fight. I think it's going to be a challenging fight. I think it could. I think if the fighter make some mistakes against this fighter dealing with that type of style, this could be an upset. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, I'm just gonna keep it real, bro. And I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna be fake and I'm not gonna sell my soul. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna get on here. I'm not gonna be racist, not gonna be biased towards certain fighters. If a Mexican, if a Caucasian fighter beat a black fighter, I'm gonna be like the Caucasian fighter beat him. If a black fighter beat an Asian fighter, I'm gonna be like the black fighter beat him. If an Asian fighter beat a black fighter, African, I'm gonna say that the Asian fighter beat him. It's not about race. You can defend your own country, man. You can defend your own race and all that. But on this channel, like J. Roos, we respect all fighters worldwide.
Yeah, I'm not
in it. Every country, no matter what continent, no matter what country, no matter, we respect all fighters, and we're going to continue to respect all these fighters. We're not on this channel to call them cab drivers, to call them bums, or to call them. We're not going to disrespect these fighters. That's not what we're going to do on this channel. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna do things just because you guys doing it to get attention. You know what I'm saying? To bash these fighters, to attack these fighters, to throw dirt on these fighters' names. Like Teofimo Lopez just suffered his first defeat. Yeah, we knew Kambosos Jr. was tough. He's undefeated. We knew that he was tough. We knew that it was gonna be a challenging and competitive fight. Tio suffered his first defeat. And now they're saying that Tio is a hype job. Tio has never been a hype job. Tio has never showed me that he was a hype job.
He's definitely not.
I followed this kid for a long time. I followed this kid for a very long time. Tio has never been no hype job. Everything that Teofimo Lopez was able to accomplish in a short period of time was amazing. Everything that Teofimo Lopez was able to accomplish in a short period of time was amazing. I
Right.
mean, to become unified champion, you know what I'm saying, in a short period of time, beating the number one pound for pound fighter in the world, beating
Yeah.
the dangerous Richard Comey, beating the big, strong, and dangerous Nakatani. You know what I'm saying? Everything that he was able to accomplish in a short period of time, I would never say that this man, that fighter, is a hype job. You guys want to call him a hype job. You guys want to say that he's overrated, but you guys already know how skilled he is, how dangerous he is. Certain styles, you're not going to always get knockouts. Certain styles, when you step up in competition against certain opposition, you're not going to get knockouts. It's going to be competitive. It's going to be challenging. It's going to be fights that's going to make you dig down deep. It's going to be fighters that's going to really test you, whether he's a big name fighter or not. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be fighters like at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? These guys said Tio was never nothing. Tio was never this. Tio was never that. I know he had a little attitude and he felt some type of way. After the fight, he felt he won. Okay, whatever. But at the end of the day, you can never discredit or take away what this man have accomplished in a short period of time. And this kid is still young. He can bounce back. But oh yeah, he's overrated. Oh yeah, he was a hype job. You know what I'm saying? You look at great fighters like Gennady Golovkin. Oh, he's a hype job. He was overrated. But did you pay attention to what he was able to do in the ring? Do you see how did you see what he was able to do in the ring? You see how he was able to beat certain fighters? Did you see the fighters he was up against? So are those fighters hype jobs? Are those fighters overrated? The guys he have been in there. He's been in there with some of the best guys. And like Canelo Alvarez, and at the end of the day, oh, he's overrated. He was a hype job. He's this, he's that, and stuff. We couldn't get certain fights. We know the reason why we couldn't get certain fights. We can't always keep blaming it on, oh, this fighter was scared. This fighter was ducking this fighter. This fighter was ducking that fighter. We know the politics. We know the business side of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you become your own boss, is when you are basically a free agent. You don't have a promoter. You're not a part of you're not a part of a promotional company. You're your own boss. You know what I'm saying? To the point where all you have is an advisor, but you still let him handle all the business. And then you have like a manager and things of that nature, or you have your own promotional company. You know what I'm saying? And you can start like a Devin Haney, and you in partnership with Eddie Hearn and things of that nature. And he's pretty much kind of like, in a way, your promoter, but he's your business partner at the same time, because you have your own promotional company like Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, they praise fighters, but they're going to be the number. Those guys, the praise of fighters, is going to be so quick to tear a fighter down after one loss. We got to remember, some of the best fighters in history have taken L's and also came back to claim victory. Or some of the best fighters in history have taken losses.
Yeah.
Earlier in their career or late in their career, or or pretty much a little after their prime or right there in their prime. But that doesn't mean that they wasn't great fighters.
And they're taking away from whoever the fighter is that won. They're taking away from his victory by saying, "Oh, this fighter was a cab driver." You're basically saying they didn't earn that victory. You're taking away all their hard work and accomplishments by calling everybody that loses garbage. So I don't know. Boxing fans are real fickle. Today they're getting their feelings. You can't say anything about somebody's favorite fighter without them, going bananas on you. It's like, I mean, it's so silly, man. It's like, I mean, only in boxing do you see people write someone off after one loss. I mean, like I said, people in the UFC, they can lose 5, 6, 7 fights, and they're still in top contention. So it's just a bunch of corny stuff to me.
Yeah, I agree 100%, brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? Puro says, beauty of the sport, any man that entered the ring can win.
Right.
That's 100% facts, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's 100% facts, especially if he got a certain amount of wins and a certain amount of wins on his resume, and he has most definitely been climbing the rankings, or climbing up, stacking up wins and stuff like that. And he's just not getting the recognition, or not pretty much in the spotlight like that. Doesn't mean he's not a great fighter. Just because he's not selling out venues or stadiums or arenas or whatever, just because he doesn't have a big following or something like that there doesn't mean he's not a great fighter. Just
Right.
because people pretty much not haven't been paying attention to him lately until he finally gets that name or that big name, and he ends up beating that big name. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I respect and it goes to say this. I respect every fighter that step in the
Right.
ring that put their life on the line for our entertainment. I respect every fighter that step in the ring. I don't
Right.
care if that fighter has 15 losses, 20 wins, and only 10 knockouts. At least he was willing to step in that ring and fight, whether it was fighting to fight so he can make money for his family, whether to
Right.
fight because he believed in himself, or stepped in that ring because he believed he had a chance, and he's a warrior, and he's a gladiator, and he just only want to prove to the people that he one of the best fighters, even though he plenty of times he have came up short. A lot of these fighters have the heart and determination. A lot of these fighters have the heart and determination. Now I say it again. A lot of these fighters fight because they want to prove themselves. It's not always about the money. You know what I'm saying? Of
Right.
course, they got to take care of their family. They prize fighters, so of course
Yeah.
they make money to take care of their families. Of course, they make money so they can live comfortably, or
Right.
so they can have nice things in life. So it's nothing wrong with that. So they can get to a certain level and get to a certain point in their life where they're good. So they do what they have to do to make money to survive. Now I respect that. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
a lot of these fighters really want to be champion. A lot of these fighters really want to be great. A lot of these fighters have had a long process. I'm talking about from amateurs. From
Right.
amateurs. Some fighters went into the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? Won a gold, bronze, or maybe a silver. You know what I'm saying? Became
Right.
professional. Maybe had some tough fights against fighters that record wasn't all that great. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe they easily got past certain fighters, but at least even those fighters they got past was willing to step in the ring.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to respect those fighters just for stepping in the ring. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep.
And at the end of the day, the fighters don't get enough respect, man. They don't get enough respect. A lot of these
No, they
fighters getting
don't.
called hype jobs,
Yeah.
overrated bombs, and cab drivers, and it's just the disrespect. The
Yeah.
disrespect that's going on in the sport is ridiculous, and I'm getting sick and tired of it.
Yeah, because I mean, how many of these same people that, are overly critical, how many of these same people would be even willing to just spar in the gym? You can get seriously hurt just sparring. So how many of these same people would, be willing to even just put on headgear and go 12 rounds? Not many of them. And it's like Teddy Atlas, he calls the boxing ring the chamber of truth because it exposes who you really are. If you're a coward, it's going to show you you're a coward. If you're brave, it's going to show you you're brave. So for someone to, you know, act like they didn't deserve the win, if they win, chances are they deserved it, but people are going to just constantly call. It's just basically whoever their fighter is, they're going to support them and act like the other guy was garbage, which is just not fair to the fighters.
Right. Exactly, man. I agree with you 100% on that, J. Rules. Red Cliff says UFC lightweight champion Charles Oliveira started off as a talented prospect, but took 8 losses. He finally reached his full potential and won 10 in a row, including the title. Has the record of the most finishes too.
Wow.
See that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That proves my point. You know what I mean? That
I
proves
think
my point.
Bernard Hopkins start off his career with a loss or two? Bernard Hopkins, I think he lost early on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Bernard
Yeah.
Hawkins. Yeah, and you talking about coming out of prison,
Yeah,
coming out
coming
of
out of
prison.
prison, I
We
think,
talking about
yeah.
coming out of prison and things of that nature. And
Yeah.
yeah, he did. But look what he was able to accomplish in the sport of boxing.
Yeah. Yep.
Look what he was able to accomplish. Look what he was able to do. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
the title defenses,
He's a great fighter.
he just one of the best, and they're also considered as one of the best middleweights ever.
Yeah, I consider him that.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like at the end of the day, some of the greatest fighters in the sport of boxing and some of the greatest fighters in history have L's, have losses on their records, bro.
Yeah, most of them.
A loss
Yeah,
a loss doesn't make you or break you.
yeah,
Sometimes a fighter can be affected from a loss, but it's just always how you come back. Sometimes a
right,
loss can make you much more hungrier. Sometimes a
right,
loss can make you much more motivated and dedicated. That listen, this time I gotta go back to the drawing board. This time I gotta come back better, stronger,
right,
better than ever. It's some things I need to work on.
right.
I need to prepare. I need to make some adjustments. I need to sharpen and perfect my craft, sharpen up my skills. But I need to perfect my craft and take it to a whole nother level to
Yeah,
prepare for different type of styles and try to become the best I can be, and
right,
try to reach that elite level. You know what I'm saying? As a fighter, you know what I'm
right.
saying? So it's a lot of fighters. I look at a lot of fighters. They say that was finished. A lot of fighters say they was done. You know what I'm saying? Just like they said Anthony Joshua when he suffered his first defeat. They
Yeah, that
said
was
that
ridiculous. Yeah,
they said that Anthony Joshua was done. They said
that,
that Anthony Joshua was finished. But look how AJ was able to bounce back, get his belts back, outbox the guy he lost to,
yeah,
step back in the ring, get a spectacular knockout get a spectacular knockout
right.
over a very dangerous heavyweight in Kubrat Pulev.
Oh yeah, he beat
You know
him
what I'm
simple.
saying? Yeah, was able to bounce back, recover. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it you know, it's all about how you come back.
Right,
You know, I use the word redemption.
right.
Whatever doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. Whatever doesn't kill you is only going to make you better. And sometimes losing to a great fighter, a good fighter, or a great fighter, sometimes you can learn from that mistake and it makes you better. You can come back better.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Because
Like,
if you go your whole career undefeated, you probably wasn't fighting nobody. You probably was fighting like dudes that you shouldn't have been in the ring with. So if you got some losses, that means you probably had a good resume.
yeah, exactly, man. Everybody think that they have to, you know what I'm saying, go undefeated, like they undefeated until they retire. They that's the goal to be undefeated until you retire. Like that's the goal. Like
Yeah,
not suffer no defeat or suffer no
no
loss.
setback. Yeah.
But no, that's no, that's not that's not no.
And speaking of Anthony Joshua, oh,
Floyd
go ahead.
Mayweather
I'm
is one
sorry.
of Floyd Mayweather is one of the best fighters in the world. But at the
Yeah,
end of the day, I don't just look at no Floyd Mayweather.
right.
I look at a lot of great fighters: Muhammad Ali, Joe
Yeah,
Frazier, Sonny Liston,
George Foreman.
Iron Mike Tyson, George Foreman,
Yeah,
Evander Holyfield. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Julio Cesar Chavez.
Yeah,
You know
Chavez.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Meldrick Taylor. You know what I'm saying? Sweet Pea Pernell Whitaker. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Marvelous Marvin Hagler. You know what I'm
Joe
saying?
Louis.
Tommy the Hitman Hearns.
Yep.
I can keep naming fighters. I don't just look at no Floyd Mayweather. Just
Right.
because he was
Exactly.
perfect record, Joe Calzaghe or anybody that had perfect records and retired undefeated. I look at the legendary fighters. They had a couple of losses. Manny Pacquiao, a couple of losses, but look what he was able to accomplish in the sport.
Yeah, and going back to what you were talking about, Anthony Joshua. When people are trying to diss him, he has the best resume out of all the heavyweights. He's fought more of the top guys than any of them. So, and he doesn't have like any tune-ups. He just keeps fighting tough guy after tough guy. Like back in the days, a fighter might, have a tough fight and then, have a little lesser of a tough fight and then fight a tough guy. But Joshua was just fighting tough guys back to back to back to back. So for people to act like, oh, he fell off or he was never that great, look at who he's fighting compared to the other heavyweights.
My point exactly, brother.
Yeah,
That's fact. That's real. What you just said. That's real. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And that's the truth, man.
yeah,
You look at his resume, and You can okay based on his resume. The only reason you guys, the only reason why you guys are saying he's a hype job, it's a few reasons why. A
Yeah,
few reasons would be you 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 could be jealous of the man.
yeah. That's what
That's
it is most of the time. Yep.
yeah, yeah. That's one of the main reasons you could be jealous of a man.
Yeah.
Another one of the reasons is that sometimes you just have hate in your heart and you want to see a man fail.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because this man was able to become two-time unified heavyweight champion
Right.
and have one of the best resumes in the heavyweight division.
Yep.
That don't sound like a hype job or a man
Exactly.
that's overrated to me
Right.
based on what he was able to accomplish. That don't
Right.
sound like a hype job or a man that's overrated to me based on what
Yeah.
he's accomplished in the ring, based on what he was, based on his accolades,
Yeah.
based on the accolades, what he was able to accomplish. That don't sound like a man that's overrated or a hype job to me.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like if you
I'm,
know boxing, if a man was able to accomplish with a fighter like Anthony Joshua was able to accomplish, like a fighter like Terrence Bud Crawford was able to accomplish, like a fighter like Canelo Alvarez was able to accomplish, like many other fighters, like the fighter we just got through covering tonight, Nonito Donaire was able to accomplish. A fighter like Teofimo Lopez, a young fighter in a short period of time, was able to accomplish. A lot of great fighters, you know what I'm saying, was able to that don't sound like a hype job or a man that's overrated to me.
right.
That sounds
Yeah.
like a man that's dangerous,
Yeah.
maybe with his style, or a man that's dangerous, or a man that has what it takes to compete at a certain level, or
Right.
a man that possesses a certain skill, or a fighter that is could be considered as one of the best fighters in the world.
Right.
Look at the
Totally agree.
accolades, and when you look at the fighters, the tough fighters on his resume, and look at
Yeah.
those fighters and look at how those fighters perform. Look who those
Yeah.
fighters beat on his
Yeah.
resume.
Even they don't even think of the fact that nobody talks about this. Dillian White beat Anthony Joshua in the amateurs. I believe knocked him down. But look at what AJ did to him in the pros. I mean, he knocked him pretty much through the ropes. So nobody gives him credit for that rematch either. They just talk about the Andy Ruiz. But he pretty much handled Dillian White the whole time. I mean, he got caught with a left hook, but it wasn't nothing that serious. I mean, he just dominated Dillian White.
Exactly,
And
bro.
in
And you look
fact,
at
no, I was gonna say, in fact, that's the fight that made Dillian White get in better shape because he said he noticed when he hit AJ, he was noticing how fast he was recovering. So he's like, man, I gotta get in better shape. Like I'm hitting this dude with hard shots, and he's just recovering like that. So for him to beat a guy that people don't understand, for you to beat someone that already beat you takes mental strength more than anybody can imagine because it's already in
right,
your head that he beat you. So you got to overcome a lot of stuff just to beat the guy that beat you. Nobody gets that.
exactly,
Yeah,
brother. And the thing is, check this out. Style make fights, and I understand that, and I know we preach that a lot on this channel. Style make fights. So if Dillian White, and I know Dillian White has gotten because the loss he suffered to Anthony Joshua
yeah,
made him sharpen up on some things,
right,
made him prepare a little better. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But that's honestly say this. We can honestly say this though. If Dillian White, because like I say, style made fights. If Dillian White and you guys are saying that Anthony Joshua is a hype job
wow,
and overrated, but he beat a dangerous Dillian White in his prime,
right,
you know, and young, well, still somewhat in his prime, kind of like getting towards his prime. But
yeah,
that Dillian White at that time was vicious, even though the Dillian White slightly a little better today. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? But that Dillian White was vicious and dangerous. That Dillian White
right,
was a killer that Anthony
yeah,
Joshua stepped in the ring with. So,
yeah,
so if Dillian White beats Tyson Fury, right? If he beats Tyson Fury, and I tell you guys, I'm gonna keep telling you guys, if he beats Tyson Fury, this is the same Dillian White that got beat by Anthony Joshua.
Yep.
But you guys are saying that Anthony Joshua is a hype job. And so if he's a hype job, right? If he's a hype job, so you're telling me Anthony Joshua hype job, he's overrated. Dillian White, so you're telling me that Dillian White is a nobody. Alexander Povetkin is a nobody.
Yeah.
Carlos Takam was even a monster, a beast at one point. You know what I'm saying? You're telling me that Carlos Takam, see, you guys don't follow boxing like we do. You guys don't pay attention like we do. Y'all so quick to call bombs and hype jobs, but you don't follow these fighters' careers. Carlos Takam, Vladimir Klitschko,
Parker.
You know what I'm saying? Joseph Parker. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Like, you guys got to wake up, man.
Yeah.
You got to wake up. We not going to agree with y'all. We're not going to see it y'all way. We're going to keep it real. We're going to tell the truth. And we're going to respect these fighters. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua has a great resume. And that only showed me and what he was able to accomplish. And then you said that Charles Martin was a bum. Charles Martin is dangerous. Has a dangerous left hand. And if he hits you with it, he can knock you out. And he can probably knock out your favorite fighter.
Yeah.
If he hits you with that left hand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't, at the end of the day, you know, y'all got to start showing these fighters, y'all got to start giving these fighters respect, man. Y'all got to start showing these fighters respect. Y'all so quick to throw dirt on a fighter's name. Y'all so quick to call him a bomb, a cab driver, overrated. But you guys haven't followed these fighters' career.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? You haven't followed these fighters' career. You know what I mean? And like I say, style make fights. And all these fighters stepped in the ring, and they've been professionals for a certain period of time, and certain years, and was able to do something certain fighters wasn't able to do. Certain fighters wasn't able to get certain amount of wins. Even Deontay Wilder suffered 2 losses to Tyson Fury. But even Deontay Wilder was able to get 40 knockouts in 42 fights. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So at the end of the day, he wasn't as skilled as certain fighters, but he still was a monster. He still had a lethal right hand. And he even showed a little bit of improvement in certain fights against dangerous opponents like a Louis King Kong Ortiz that you guys said was old, that he wasn't this, he wasn't that, but could have probably ended up knocking out your favorite fighter.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, style make fights, and a lot of these fighters are tough and dangerous. No matter what weight class, a lot of these fighters get in there, they step in the ring, and they want to prove themselves. Yeah. But they gladiators and they warriors by even stepping in the ring, man. You know how many fighters have lost their lives?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? You know how many fighters have lost their lives? So these fighters to make it to a certain level, a lot of fighters have struggled. A lot of fighters even didn't even wasn't able to continue their amateur careers because they got caught up in a lot of foolishness and a lot of BS. And then there was a lot of evil and wickedness surrounding them. You know what I'm saying? But at least these fighters was able to survive the amateurs. Some of these fighters got past the Olympics, became professionals, and was able to get wins. Whether you call them over cab drivers or Uber drivers or bums, whatever, you can call them over. You can call them over whatever fighters just because they got a terrible record. You know what I'm saying? But you never know. A guy with a terrible record can end up knocking out your favorite fighter that's 24-0.
That's
or
fact.
15-0. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, you got to respect these fighters, bro. All these guys are gladiators. I don't care if it's fighters with terrible records or fighters with great records, a 3-division world champion, 4-division world champion, former undisputed or unified. You know what I'm saying? I respect all these guys that step in the ring, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the sport of like the YouTube boxing community is so corrupt. You know, the boxing fans are so corrupt. You know what I'm saying? The sport of boxing is so corrupt. You know what I'm saying? But you got guys like me and J. Roos Theory, man, that's not gonna be with that foolishness, bro.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna be with that foolishness. We're not gonna be biased. We're not going to be fanboys. We're not going to tear fighters down. Yeah, we might have our favorite fighters, but at the
Yeah,
end of the day, we're not here to tear fighters down. That's not what we're gonna do.
yeah,
And we're not gonna sell our soul just to protect the fighter and knowing that he lost.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And that just
AJ was my favorite fighter, and but I was quick to say, Andy Ruiz won. I'm not gonna sit there and say, well, Andy had some bricks in his glove. He had some brass knuckles, so that's why he won. I was like, no, he lost, but who hasn't lost other than like what Rocky Marciano and Floyd? Who hasn't lost?
exactly. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the greatest fighters in history, a lot of great fighters in the sport, a lot of legendary fighters have losses on their record. And we
Exactly.
just seen one of the best fighters in the world, one of the best fighters and one of the greatest fighters of all time. I don't care what nobody say. There's
Yeah.
nobody in the sport of boxing was able to accomplish what Manny Pacquiao was able to accomplish.
Oh yeah.
Nobody in the sport of boxing, and I repeat,
Right.
nobody in the sport of boxing was able to accomplish what Manny Pacquiao was able to accomplish in the sport of boxing. So when I say that he was the greatest fighters of all time, he was one of the greatest fighters of all time, a
Easily.
legendary fighter, Hall of Famer. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Oh
you
yeah.
look at the losses on his record. Look at the guys he's beat. Look at the guys
Right.
he has stepped in the ring with, and those fights were challenging and very competitive. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But at the end of the day, they say, well, Manny Pacquiao, well, he was on steroids, he did this, he did
I
that.
get so sick of that. I
You
mean,
know what I'm
even if
saying?
let's say everybody's on steroids, that don't make you a great fighter. You could be on. You think a bodybuilder's gonna step in the ring and win fights? Being on steroids don't give you skills. It don't make you take a punch. So I'm not a fan of steroids, but it don't make you a great fighter.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it might it might give you good like it might
Good like power.
good power. It might give you good power and stamina, endurance, and all that. There, it might make you be able to go 20 rounds if you wanted to. You
Yeah.
know, turn you into a superhuman. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't. It don't give you skill.
Nah. Nah.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't give you skill.
Yeah.
Cause I know some fighters that never. I know some fighters that never was on those steroids or never
Yeah.
doing performance enhancements, and they probably they probably beat a fighter that was probably on something and outboxed them and
Right.
still beat them and still
Right.
beat them. You know what I'm saying? Because he had the skills, because he
Right.
was more fundamentally sound, because he was like, oh, okay, maybe he probably knew that this guy was he knew that this fighter was on something or this fighter
Right.
was taking something, but he was like, you know what, that ain't gonna mean anything.
Right.
I know that I'm in great shape. I know that I have what it takes to beat this guy. I believe in my skills. I believe in my abilities. I believe in my what I possess. I believe in what I can do, and I believe how
Right.
great I know how great I am. So I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna beat this guy that's on something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So this guy Mike can be real powerful and strong and all that there, but at the end of the day, I can still get in there and beat this guy. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And so, not to say that it wasn't fighters on steroids and all that and things of that nature. But last
Yeah.
time I checked, Manny Pacquiao never in I believe he it was times he was tested and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
it never came out that he was on anything. It
We.
never came out. So what I do know that in Manny Pacquiao trained the work ethic. He
Yeah.
has the work ethic and he trains harder. Him and Floyd and maybe a few others are some of the
Yeah.
fighters trained uh that trained really hard and that prepared for a fight like no other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That prepared for a fight and that trained really hard. That were like gym rats. They stayed in the gym. They stayed active, and that just really took it to a whole nother level. They pushed beyond the limit,
Right.
and they took it to a whole nother level. That's what made them fighters great. That's what made them guys so good and made those guys so great
Yeah.
because they stayed with gym rats. You
Yeah,
know,
you never seen them out of shape. Every fight they showed up in shape.
yeah, facts, bro. You never seen them out of shape.
Yep.
Always seen those guys in shape. You always seen, they may had a little distraction here and there, but those
Yeah.
guys stayed in the gym.
Yep.
Those
Like.
guys breathe. They got them
Yep.
guys. Them guys breathe. They breathe boxing. They
Right.
sleep. They dream about boxing.
Yeah.
They eat. They everything is boxing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so that's what made those guys so great. They were gym rats. They stay active. I mean, they never. That's like them guys never. I mean, they had their moments where, of course, you had moments where you take breaks, but I can tell you that they were very short breaks
Yeah.
because it was like training and working out was a part of their life. So it was like to a certain extent, kind of like a everyday thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why
It's a
they stayed in
lifestyle.
great shape. That's why they always made weight, always stayed in
Right.
great shape. That's why they was on the top of their game and on an elite level because boxing was number one. Of course, family first, but
Yeah.
God first and family.
Right.
But boxing was always on top of everything. Was on top of everything because they knew that they took their craft very seriously.
Yeah.
They took
It's
their
like
craft.
who they
They took
are. Right.
Yeah. That's who they are. That's who they were. So they took
Yeah.
their craft very serious. They
Yeah.
they didn't play games. They didn't abuse their body. They didn't smoke. They didn't drink. They didn't abuse their body. They didn't focus on none of that, none of the other stuff that could take them away from boxing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like their focus, they was 100% focused on the sport of boxing, and those guys strongly, like guys like Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao, strongly believed in themselves. Not to say that it was self-righteous, or pride, but them guys strongly believed in themselves, and those guys strongly believe in their skills and their abilities, and those guys knew what it take. Them guys knew what it took to be on a certain level. You know what I mean? Like them guys knew what it took to be on a certain level. Them guys knew what it took. You know, they knew what it took. What'd you say, J. Roos? I can't hear you, my brother.
So I said, I'll be right back.
Oh, no problem, my brother. Hey,
Yeah.
go ahead and take your break, man. And
Okay.
what we gonna I'm gonna call you tomorrow, and
Okay.
we're gonna chop it up a little bit more, man, to see when we can most definitely get this next interview with James.
Oh
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. He's got a lot of more stories.
yeah. We
Yeah.
most definitely gonna talk a little bit more tomorrow.
Yeah.
About that and see what's a good time and a good
Yeah.
day for us to do it. But I know that Monday is gonna be a busy day for me. So
Okay. Yeah. I'll tell him either Tuesday or Wednesday.
yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday will be great. You know what I mean? And yeah, we most definitely got to get James back on the show, man. You got most definitely got to get him back on the channel.
Yeah.
And if it's any way possible, man, who I would love to have on the channel though.
Who's that?
I would love to have I would love to have the legend. You know what I'm saying?
Who's that?
One of my favorite heavyweights. One of my
Uh.
favorite heavyweights. You know what I'm saying? You know, one of the hard hitting, dangerous, and I love both. I love him and his brother. I loved him
Yeah.
and his brother. I follow both of their careers, but I would love to have because I know James has a good relationship with him. But I would love to have
Hmm.
Vladimir Klitschko on the show, man. We might.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure he can arrange it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we gotta get Vladimir
yeah.
Klitschko on the
I
show,
was
man.
thinking of that too. Yeah, and
Yeah, I would love.
he says he talks to Shannon Briggs about every day.
Yeah, I would love to get Shannon too.
Yeah, let's
Like I
go,
love
champ.
his I love his passion. I love his energy, and
Yeah,
he's very entertaining to watch and very entertaining to follow, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like I would love to get Vladimir
yeah.
Klitschko on the show. I would love to get Shannon Briggs on the show, man.
We we might be able to get Lennox Lewis.
Yeah, I would love to get the legendary Lennox Lewis as well, man.
Yeah,
We gotta get, oh yeah, getting Lennox Lewis on here, man. Like that'll be
yeah,
awesome. That'll be big.
yeah,
That'll be big. Yeah, we gotta do
yeah,
it. But
man.
yeah, but big bro, I'm gonna let you go ahead and
All right,
um
I enjoyed it, man.
yeah, most definitely, man. And I'm like I said, I'm gonna call you.
Okay,
It probably might be around 2, maybe
two.
3,
Okay,
3 p.m. Eastern time. And
okay,
I'm gonna call you, and we'll talk a little bit more about this about meeting up, and about a lot of what we're talking about right now. You know what I'm saying? And just,
okay,
in the future interviews, and especially, but we're just gonna start with the interview with James, and because
right,
that's gonna be good to get him back on. And
right.
so yeah, big bro, man, but I appreciate you coming through
Okay.
to the live stream, man, coming on the
Hey,
panel,
for
man,
having
joining
me,
me.
man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Thanks for watching, and be fearless. Yay, yay.
All right, big brother.
All right, man.
Yeah, so much love and respect to everybody in the chat. I'm gonna go ahead and end this live stream. It's been a great night of boxing, and I want to apologize to everybody. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to go live for the long that Vasily Lomachenko and Richard Comey fight. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I had a family emergency, and also had to go be there for a friend. So I want to apologize to you guys that I wasn't able to go live for the Richard Comey and the Vasily Lomachenko fight. But I will go back and rewatch the fight. I'm not rewatch, but I will go back and watch the fight. I will go and watch the fight and just do a recap on, and what a review, a recap or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I will do that. But much love and respect, man, to everybody in the chat. It's been a great night of boxing. Love you guys. It was a great performance by Conor Benn today. He was able to score a fourth round knockout. I believe it's the fourth round knockout over Chris Algieri. It was a great fight. Chris Algieri had his moments in the fight. It was a great fight. But yeah, I'm finna go and watch this Vasily Lomachenko and Richard Comey fight, and probably later on today I might upload a video on basically what I saw in the fight, a recap. You know what I mean, things of that nature. But everybody that came through, to show love, man. Everybody that came through to the live. I appreciate you guys. Much love and respect to the chat. Much love and respect to everybody. It was a great fight between, Nonito Donaire and Reymart Gaballo. I mean, he suffered his first loss. He suffered his first loss tonight against the 4 division world champion, the Filipino Flash, Nonito Donaire. Congratulations to him. He retains the WBC bantamweight title, and it was a great night of boxing. I love you guys. More live streams coming, more videos coming. Love you guys. Much love and respect, and I'm out.